So, as I told you, I went back and started reading Come Clean, giving God the best, the worst of me to receive the best from Him. And He told me to go back and pick it up again, or basically to pick up the healing balm again. So I went back and I started reading. And I know last time we stopped on the section roots, section 4, which is roots. And I was explaining to you or reading to you about roots and how it is the basic cause or origin of something. So it's in line with Paul saying, to be careful lest it, springs up, causing trouble and causing many to be defiled. So sometimes our roots can be polluted, and our roots being polluted can cause or affect our fruit and our tree. And it also can defile those that God has sent us to minister to help, because our root is bitter. Okay, so I was reading that last time I was with you guys, but I want to read this. How does this happen? Okay, how can my root become bitter? So listen to this. Everyone has the desire to help others, to love without limits, to have their guards down and allow the stream of love and goodness to flow. However, what we fail at doing is following a key principle God told us. Okay? So in Proverbs, He commands us by saying, "You guard your heart, for out of it flows the issues of life." God has made you the guardian of your mind. He has signified how necessary it is to place boundaries and borders around your mind. To place boundaries and borders around your mind due to all the things that can trigger dysfunction and corruption of your makeup. Okay? Your mind is delicate and the most sensitive part of all functions. I'm going to say that again. Your mind is delicate and it is the most sensitive part of all functions. Without a functioning mind, listen to me. Without a functional mind, you are not equipped to do anything. So if your mind is in dysfunction, you're not equipped to do anything, because everything you're doing is out of dysfunction and it is not operating in the capacity of function that God insists that it operates in. Okay? So, dysfunction, hurt, pain, sorrow, wounds, disappointment all come when we decide to entertain things and people and ignore the gift of discernment and guidance of the Holy Spirit, telling us not to entertain or to refrain because our mind is not ready to deal with what comes with that person or thing. So we're reading, how does this happen? How do I get to the stage or to the level of bitterness? Okay, so when you ignore spiritual discernment, listen to me. When you ignore spiritual discernment and the guidance of the Holy Spirit, you ignore God's protection. Whew. When you ignore spiritual discernment and the guidance of the Holy Spirit, you ignore God's protection. And in my estimation, spiritual discernment is a hedge that keeps your mind capable and always functioning the way it's supposed to, because you are not ignoring the Holy Spirit's guidance to go this way. Don't do that. Don't entertain that. Don't say that. Don't move that way. So when you ignore spiritual discernment and the Holy Spirit, you place yourself out of the hedge of protection and allow your mind to be uncovered, so that you are put in a position to be unguarded and to allow things to happen that should not have happened. That should not have happened. Okay? You just put your guard down and allowed for foreign objects to come in and attach itself to you, which can cause dysfunction in your total makeup. Your total makeup, your total sense of being, your total functionality, the way you think, the way you act, the way you interact with other people, because you decided not to follow spiritual discernment and the Holy Spirit. It allotted for foreign objects to come in and attach itself to you, which caused dysfunction and in your total makeup. Y'all, I'm telling you, this book is packed with so much knowledge from the Holy Spirit as it would relate to people who are in the state of hurt and pain and dysfunction, and they need to come clean. They need to come clean. They need to get it right. And I'm telling you, this book can help you. Roots is one of my favorite chapters. And just as God told me, he said, go back and pick this book up, because the healing balm is in this book. So I went back and picked it up. And I suggest that if you have not gotten this book, you should go get it, because it will help you. Thank you for taking the time to listen.